Good evening, Bahamas. Welcome to Sports. I'm Jared Higgs. We're here at the Roscoe Davies Soccer Field where the BFA Men's League is underway. But before we get to that, we've got more from yesterday's Crifter swimming trials, including the possibility of the Bahamas hosting a major swimming tournament. With the Crifter team expected to be announced today, organizers at the Bahamas Swimming Federation are busy at work making the final preparations for the team that will travel to Martinique to defend their title. Well, another meet is also on the Bahamas' agenda. That's the Caribbean Island Swimming Championships. President of the Bahamas Swimming Federation, Algernon Cargill, says the Bahamas is slated to host the event. However, an array of financial challenges may prevent the country from doing so.
We are the official host of CISC. It's a financial decision. This is how we're going to need corporate Bahamas' help. Primarily, CISC, for example, allows us $80 a person in terms of compensation for room, board, meals, and transportation. But the hotel costs here in the Bahamas are quite significant. We are being charged, for example, on one property, $150 a person. So we have to try to either lobby to get those rates down or look for support from corporate Bahamas. But if it becomes a financial decision, obviously we can't host it because it means that we're not going to go in debt to host a meet when we don't get the support from corporate Bahamas. So we'll make a decision, but so far we are the host and we're preparing as if we're going to host. We're going to get a lot of support from corporate Bahamas, and we're also going to be able to negotiate those rates down with the properties because we're not going to incur debt to host a championship.
Well, if we do host the game, some of the younger swimmers will certainly hope for a chance to swim in front of the local crowd. Over at the Swift Swim Club, Coach Andy Knowles tells us of an interesting way of encouraging the athletes through a record board showing the top performers over the years.
We started it probably 30 years ago when I first came back from school, and it's a good motivating thing for the kids to see their club records and national record. And so it used to be pretty hard to update the records because you had to paint everything. Now you got all the technology. You go to the plastic company and they just knock it out for you. So we started again, and we want to try to use that as a motivating thing for the kids, making nationals, making Crifter teams, and getting their names up there on the board.
Moving on now, Buddy Hield and the number 3 Oklahoma Sooners basketball team earning themselves a top 10 win yesterday over the number 10 ranked West Virginia Mountaineers. Hield, the number 2 scorer in all of college basketball, dropped 29 points, including a 3-pointer to cap a 9-0 run deep in the second half. The win brings the Sooners to 21-5 with a 9-5 record in Big 12 play. And on to the local hardwood. The Hugh Campbell basketball tournament gets started tomorrow. Teams from around the country will compete for the title of best team in high school basketball. Clifton Carey, formerly a coach in Grand Bahama, is excited to get his R.M. Bailey Pacers on the floor.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. My first year coaching a senior team, this is something I was looking for. I just want to put these guys some out there. There's some of them that last year they wanted, so hey, we just got to go up there and do what we got to do.
As far as favorites go, Sunland Baptist and Doris Johnson are the Grand Bahama and New Providence champions respectively. Despite that, Anatole Rogers head coach Harcourt McCoy says it's anybody's tournament to win.
There's a lot of good teams, basketball is like a mountain. Teams start on the bottom and they rise and fall. Whoever peaks at the right time will be that champion. But I've seen teams go to a preseason tournament in Abaco, win that tournament, and get beat from maybe a third-string team in Hugh Campbell. Injuries, behavior, grades, all kinds of things and factors play into it.
Shifting gears to more track and field from Eleuthera, the All-Eleuthera Track and Field Championship wrapped up on Friday with the team from Preston Albury taking home the top prize. President of the Eleuthera School Association, Yorick Sands, reckons it was a successful showing. He spoke to our sports team on Friday in Eleuthera.
We saw a good start today, moving in the right direction. Not perfection, but I think we made major improvements in a lot of different areas, and that is very important because once we have our athletes playing sports, our coaches working hard, we want them to be inspired. We want them to know that we, moving to certain objectives, and I believe we inspired them between yesterday and today. Number of different initiatives in place, and I believe because of the things that we did today, they'll be more excited moving forward.
Sands said his leadership has placed a focus on GPAs. He says academics must go along with athletics.
We can't have our top athletes playing sports, having fun, and at the end of grade 12 they have nothing to do, probably can't get a good job, can't get into college, and so it is very important that we send a very clear message that our student athletes have to be good in not just athletics but also in academics. That is very, very important. Too often we see scouts and coaches come around looking for people to give scholarships to, and the very first question is, what is the GPA? And if the GPA is too low, the opportunity is given to another student, and we have to feel bad for the child. But we being the supervisors for them, their leaders, we have to direct them before they reach that point.
The BFA Men's League got underway at the end of January, and the BISS Soccer League got underway this week. Now, we can tell you that in that BISS Soccer League, some of the teams are looking to develop, while others are looking to take the whole hog. Kingsway Academy, SAC, St. Andrews, and Aquinas College were among the teams in private school soccer action this week. A late penalty by Kingsway wasn't enough as they fell 4-2 to St. Augustine's College. Kingsway Academy coach Van Dyke Bethel says his squad works hard, but it may be some time before they make playoffs.
Last year, senior boys, they won 3 games, not ever winning a game, before. This year, I don't want to, say too much about them. I think they're going to grow. And I think they're going to win some games. They're going to surprise some people. I think once they start to understand that it's going to require a lot of hard work, they're going to figure it out and they're going to learn.
Is the postseason a possibility?
I don't want to say that, and I don't want to say it isn't. I mean, anything can happen. If I can keep the guys healthy, and a lot of novice players on this team, so gradually, hopefully, as they play and I can find a good group that can continue to work and to work hard, then we'll see what's going to happen. So I'm going to keep that window open up, hopefully. If they can do it, it'll be good.
St. Andrews cruised past Aquinas College 4-0 earlier in the week. They'll have their eyes set on a deep playoff run, and with national team talent of Ethan Willie and Nicholas Bakaris, it might just be possible.
Game plan is just to keep playing how we're playing, keep our shape, and keep playing our positions, and hopefully we can play well for the rest of the season. I think we're the #1 team. QC, they're a good team, but I think we can beat them this year.
I think we need to stop focusing on dribbling and scoring. We need to pass the ball and play together and get everyone involved. Every year we made it to the championship, but we fell short. This year I hope we win it all. This is my senior year. I want to go out champion.
And that's all the time we have for sports. Once again, I'm Jared Higgs. Stay tuned. Your weather forecast still to come.